Hey guys, Buffnet Gaming here, bringing you back another video, and today we're going to jump back into the weapon conversion series, and today we are covering the ACC Honey Badger. First introduced in Call of Duty Ghosts, and we've seen it in some other games, as well as Modern Warfare Remastered, featured as the Lynx. So today we're going to be building the ACC Honey Badger out of the M13 Assault Rifle, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So here on screen you have the finished product. And the attachments on this, you can really attach, some attachments are optional, and I'll show you which ones those are. For aesthetic purposes, I kept the ones that I have on here, so let's jump into it. First off, we have the base M13, and then we're going to add, for a barrel, we're going to add the Tempest Cyclone barrel. So this is a heavy-duty monolithic core, increased muzzle velocity, while maintaining low sound signature. So this is essentially an internally built suppressor into the barrel. So that's why you don't need a muzzle attachment for this. It's not available because you have a barrel and a suppressor built into one. So you're getting 2 for 1 with this attachment. Then for the laser sight, I'm using the 5 milliwatt laser. Again, this is just for aesthetic purposes, for hip fire. So with this one, it's the ultra bright 5 milliwatt green laser. So it's going to improve your hip fire accuracy as well as your sprint to fire speed. The only downside is this laser is always going to be visible on this one. So if you didn't want that visible, you would go ahead and pick another laser sight. Next up for the optics, I'm simply using the standard holographic sight. Aesthetically, I like how this one looks. But again, this is an optional attachment, so you can pick whichever one you want. The stock we're leaving blank for this one. This is already the standard stock that the Honey Badger comes with. So we don't need to equip any of these. We don't need any of these stocks that are optional for the M13. Although if you wanted for a stat increase, you could attach whichever one you wanted, but this base one that it comes with is the one we want. Perk we're going to leave blank. Rear grip we're going to leave blank. So again, if you wanted to attach, get rid of the laser sight or maybe the optic, you could attach a grip here for increased aim down to sight speed. Now the key attachment for this rifle, there's 2 key attachments, but this is one of them. So the ammunition, you're going to need the 300 Blackout 30 round mag. So what this is the conversion kit to use a 300 Blackout ammunition, which is a higher caliber round with low muzzle velocity. These subsonic rounds pack more energy over greater distance. So your pros here are damage range, no visibility tracers, and no enemy skulls. So essentially it's just going to destroy people. The cons, bullet velocity decrease as well as recoil control. So it does kick a bit. So that's where I'm putting on the operator foregrip, and again, this is one of those optional attachments based on stat increase, whatever you wanted to attach here. Some of the other foregrips may be better at controlling the recoil based on how you personally handle your recoil. So this is the ACC Honey Badger. So let's strip it, and we'll build it from scratch here. We have the base M13. So again, the barrel, we're using the Tempest Cyclone. That's the internally built suppressor, so we get 2 for 1. Laser, I'm using the 5 milliwatt laser. That's an optional attachment. You don't need that. Optic, I'm going for aesthetic purposes, just a standard hollow. And then I'm skipping on the stock and the perk, as well as the rear grip. Ammunition, we're going to use the 300 Blackout 30 round mag. And underbarrel, we're going to go with the operator foregrip. So here's the finished product again. And you can see this matches right up with the ACC Honey Badger from Call of Duty Ghosts, as well as very similar looking to the Lynx from COD Remastered. So you build the Honey Badger out of the M13. Let's go ahead and jump into a game. We'll show off some of the recoil patterns and how it fires, and then we're going to get into some action here and see some gameplay against some bots in a private match and see how it handles and see the damage increase versus the standard 5.56 round that the M13 uses. So let's go ahead and get right into that. Okay, so now here we are with our ACC Honey Badger. So let's go ahead and check the recoil first without me compensating for it at all. So we're just going to let it rip. So you can see it kicks up and to the right there pretty heavily. So if I control the recoil here, we'll see how it handles. And you can see it's pretty spot on there, right? So I'm able to mitigate the recoil pretty well. So now let's see what the ACC Honey Badger looks like again if I'm controlling the recoil once more. We're going to go back to this back wall here. Let it rip at full auto with me controlling the recoil. So again, it does kick up and to the right pretty heavily. And then if I were to just single fire it, select fire to single fire. So you can see very little recoil control. Controlling it, and then single fire, your bullet spread is reduced quite a bit. So let's go ahead and see how this handles against bots on full auto here. Oh, where's this guy going? And you can see there just a hip fire. So these 300 blackout rounds increase the damage versus the 5.56. So you're gonna pack a heavier punch with this round. Ouch. In the ACC Honey Badger, the rate of fire on this weapon in real life is 800 rounds per minute. Manufactured at Advanced Armament Corporation. And again, it takes the 300 ACC Blackout rounds, right? So let's see how this does.
Round to actual, requesting flyover.
So this is one of the weapon conversions that I had requests for, and I know a lot of people were wondering about this when Infinity Ward said that you'd be able to make the Honey Badger out of a weapon. The M4, you can actually use a similar barrel in order to make an internal suppressor as well, but the rounds for that weapon, you don't get the ACC Blackout 300 rounds. So with the M4, you're able to convert to the SOCOM rounds as well as 9mm, so that doesn't quite... You can make something similar, but it's not going to quite equal out to the Honey Badger because the Honey Badger does take these 300 ACC Blackout rounds. So this is the Honey Badger once again. If you guys want to see more weapons, if you have suggestions, please go ahead and let me know. I'm going to be covering quite a bit I have on my list here. Whoop.
Hang on.
So we covered the M16 the other day, as well as the AKS-74U. You can see that kick is just crazy. But yeah, please be sure to let me know down below what your favorite weapon is, what weapons you want to see, if there's weapons that you want me to show you how to convert. Again, I do have quite a big list that I'm going to go through day by day. I'm trying to keep it one weapon per video. For the M16, I did do 2 builds of the M16 with the A3 and the A4 in one, and that was a bit of a longer video. So I like to keep it focused on one weapon in particular so we can cover it correctly. But if you guys have suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments section below. And again, this is the ACC Honey Badger, built from the M13 with 300 ACC Blackout rounds. And you can see it does pack quite a punch. But hey guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for a lot more content to come. And also be sure to check out my Twitch page. I'm going to leave the link in the description for my Twitch account, where I will be streaming on and off now that the game is out. So we'll be over there. Be sure to check me out and give a sub and a like over on that page as well. So let this rip one more time. And that is the ACC Honey Badger. And I'm Buffner Gaming, and until next time, Buffner Gaming out.